Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to your new bonus reading regarding the planetary alignments and how the energy affects you during this time. Now, the planets do something wild and wonderful each month, and that will influence your area of focus. And as you can see, I have all the celestial bodies and the planets lined up there for you. And let's really break this down to see how you'll be influenced during this period. Because the sun, of course, will start with the sun. That is your central focus or even your essence during this alignment. Now, the sun is all about your leadership. It's about you pursuing happiness, being more creative, having confidence within yourself, being self-aware, and expressing yourself to have your needs met. And during this time, the sun is clarified by the King of Wands. I love that. That's you prioritizing your own needs. This is an Aries card. So this means you're out there shining your light, trying to focus on tapping into higher energy levels in order to be ambitious, get your projects done, and really focus on advancing yourself in different areas of your life. Now, the King of Wands can highlight that you are learning more about yourself at this time, but because this is a Wands card, this is all about energy, and the sun, of course, is all about energy. So your focus at this time is protecting your energy or really looking at yourself, body, mind, and soul, and see what drains your energy so you can really stay away from that. So you may be looking at food substances that give you more energy, food substances that drain your energy or make you feel lethargic, people, situations, experiences that you want to protect your energy from so that you can run on optimum levels. But I would say your central focus during this time is actually the very essence of you. Learning more about yourself, what makes you happy, really out there shining your light and not apologizing for who you are. If you think about the sun shines unapologetically, even though if we look at it, it has the potential to blind us. The sun doesn't care about that. The sun is going to shine its light anyway. So this can be that you are your authentic self. No matter who tries to fit you into a box of their expectations, you're shining your light regardless. And you're making sure that no one dulls your shine. Now, of course, the sun is an awakening card. So it can be that you are awakened to your personal primal power at this time, trying to reignite your spark for life, your lust for your projects, really leaning into your passions at this time, the things that bring you immense happiness and joy. But also this is about you taking command and leadership of your life. You may be more self-aware during this time, so you're reinforcing your life philosophy, your belief systems, and you're showing up for yourself to lead with integrity and truth. The sun is all about yourself. And because the King of Wands is there, this means that you want to know more about yourself. So this period of self-discovery is going to lead you down paths where you really tap into the core of you, that you are a natural born leader, that you are an influencer, and you may be taking necessary steps in your life at this time to influence certain changes or take more command of your life and take back your power. The King of Wands is actually a magnetic card where you tap into your personal power and attract opportunities or even situations towards you. But also, aesthetically, this is a card of attraction. So you're definitely having a glow up at this time, investing in rituals or routines in terms of beauty, because you are attractive both inside and out. And this is you having confidence in knowing that. Not from a position of being egotistical, but in a position of loving yourself from a different level. This is a card that highlights that in your life, you have had many successes, but you're always on to the next project and the next vision of your future. With these two cards, you're in a position to conquer things within yourself, but also conquer things outside of yourself so that you can be a champion or a winner or someone who is successful in any area of your life that you shine your attention on or your investment in. Now, moving on to your moon energy, which of course is all about your emotions, your hopes, your fears, your doubts, your natural habits, your instincts, your sense of comfort, your dreams, the soul, a lot of soul-searching energy with the moon. We have the Empress. So the Empress energy is you nourishing yourself in a different way where you value yourself. I feel as you mature, you are looking at how you are a gift in your life, but also into other people's lives. The Empress energy indicates that you're someone who's very sensitive. You're someone who is, as I mentioned, beautiful both inside and out. But the Empress is all about that feminine side of you, that creativity, that nurturing spirit. And of course, the King of Wands is your essence of action, productivity, being that go-getting spirit to really shape your world. And having those two opposing cards can indicate that you're tapping into both sides of yourself at this moment in time to nurture things that you hold dear, but also take action and advance in your life in some way. Because the King of Wands has shown up for you, which means you're prioritizing your own needs, the Empress energy indicates that your sensitivity with that Moon card is going to be heightened, which allows you to tap into higher frequencies of instinct and intuition, connecting to your higher self and visions of what you aspire to achieve in your future. The Moon indicates hidden opportunities that will align with you in order to get to where you feel is a destination point in your life. The Moon increases sensitivity and helps you tap into your emotional side on a deeper level, so you may be cathartically letting go of some challenging emotions in order to feel more secure within yourself. I mean, the Moon position asks you what emotions or subconscious patterns are surfacing for you now, and this is about you valuing yourself, and as you mature, falling in love with your life, but also falling in love with yourself unconditionally. If you have battled away with confidence in your life to date, I feel this period is going to help you be more confident within self and nourish yourself in a different way that helps you have optimum levels of energy, but also clarity. For some of you, the Moon energy can trigger fears or doubts, and because we have the Empress there, it can be that you're tapping into doubts or worries or fears about maturing in life. You may feel as you get older that you are not seen or that you blend in with the background in some way. But that King of Wands indicates that you're a very powerful influencer, that you shine your light. You're naturally a very powerful influencer who people gravitate towards. You radiate sovereignty, and you're at a period in your life where you're asserting your dominance in some way, or you're passionately working towards your vision, and you will be seen. I feel this period is reinforcing your confidence and your charisma and your determination to be more compassionate with self and understand that you are a work in progress, and that as you mature, you actually become more magnetic and more attractive. But this is something that you need to realize within yourself. The Moon highlights that you're in a period of flourishing at this time, to fully surrender to your imagination and birth your dreams and visions of your future to life. As you can see, the Empress, there is a lot of energy where her headspace is connected to the ether. Thoughts become things, as above, so below. You're in a period of action of making your dreams become a reality. And the Moon energy can trigger doubts about the pathway ahead, or fears or uncertainty about your future. But the Empress is saying, have confidence within yourself. Know thyself fully and move forward with the courage of your convictions. With the Sun and the Moon energy, a lot of you are trying to reignite your spark or your sensuality in life to be more creative or more at harmony with the world around you. And you're trying to balance the masculine and feminine energies within you in order to proceed on making your dreams become a reality. The Moon is often your private side or your private thoughts, and the Empress can indicate that you have a softer side that you do not allow other people to see, or you feel people would not understand. It's a protective side of you, which can highlight that some of you in your past, you've had someone take advantage of your kindness and seen it as a weakness, but actually that King of Wands with the Empress indicates it is your strength. The Moon is a very nurturing force, and with the Empress, this indicates that you're nurturing yourself in a healthier way, and even in uncertain times, you're trying to lead with love. The Moon is always about your heart, and you are someone who is kind, caring, compassionate, and you offer a safe space for people to express themselves and really connect to you on a deeper level. But you may feel not everybody gets you. So you really reserve your private side for those that really matter to you, that you've created deeper bonds with in your life. I would also say you're being influenced to connect to self-care rituals at this time, especially during moon cycles like a new moon or a full moon. This will help you recharge your energy or recalibrate your hormones in some way, but also amplify your creativity so you can connect to fully formed ideas that help advance your success, because the King of Wands is an energy of success through action. Now, I'm also being given a message that as you mature, your psychic abilities or your intuitive leanings are also going to increase. The Moon is a void energy, which means it requires the Sun in order to be fully seen. So you may be cutting out things in your life that drain you or don't make you feel seen or don't make you feel like you're on optimum levels. This could be a food substance, this could be a place, a face, it could be an experience that you don't want to have anymore, and you are withdrawing from those experiences in order to be at optimum best or feel really good about yourself. I would definitely say with the King of Wands and the Empress energy, a lot of you may be drawn to doing a detox at this time. And this doesn't have to be just to do with food substances. This could be a detox from technology. It could be a detox from a certain environment or a friendship, or even managing intrusive thoughts in order to quieten your mind. Now, moving on to Mercury, which of course is all about the mind. It's about being self-aware. It's also about how you communicate to others and your perception as to what is really being said. And it's clarified by the Five of Cups. Now, this Mercury position is asking you, how can you better express yourself or communicate yourself with others? And the Five of Cups can indicate that sometimes you have to remove yourself from situations in order to protect your inner peace. But also, the Five of Cups with Mercury can indicate that you have had missed opportunities where you wanted to say something and you regret something you didn't have an opportunity to say. So you're learning that speaking in the present moment and calling someone out or having that conversation that may be challenging, because of course fives are a challenging energy, it will foster a healthy dialogue and reinforce a foundation of respect to speak about something in the moment rather than let it build up and is very destructive in a relationship or a friendship dynamic. The Five of Cups can be things that you regret that you didn't say, or even things that you wish your friends or your relationships with people should have said but didn't. You're someone who lives in the moment and you like to be direct. And I feel you're the sort of person that even when there is a challenging conversation, you show up, you're there for it. You do not shy away from it. That person is sitting there and is wondering who's going to join them in those seats. Because the Five of Cups is there and it's connected to Mercury, and that position is asking you, how can you better express yourself or communicate with others? You may feel over the last couple of years that your friendships are evolving, or you've been distancing yourself from people who perhaps you feel like you're outgrowing at this time, and you may feel a lot of sorrow around that. And you may be contemplating why these relationships or friendships have been evolving in the way that they have been. Five of Cups can highlight when you're disappointed with a situation or even in a person in their actions, you need to call it out straight away. Otherwise, it will fester or things will be left unsaid and you'll never truly get the closure that you need. Now, this part may not resonate with all of you. The King of Wands indicates that you shine your light unapologetically. And the Five of Cups can indicate that some of you feel very isolated or alone, or that you're walking a very challenging path at this moment in time. And because you're someone who is very independent, especially with that King of Wands energy, this highlights that you don't tend to talk about your struggles, or people see you as super independent, that you don't need anybody. But the Five of Cups can indicate you've learned that when you need someone, they've not been there for you. So you may have just got used to just showing up for yourself. And perhaps at this time, you're trying to surrender to your softer side with that Empress energy in order to highlight that, yes, you go through struggle and strain, just like everybody else. And you may be noticing a pattern that when you go through troubling times, that you tend to isolate yourself, or you feel it's best to withdraw in order not to burden other people. And you could foster conversations in and around that with your nearest and dearest at this time to highlight what you're going through too. Because when people look at a King of Wands, it looks like this figure has everything figured out and all together. But the undercurrent can be that you go through so much and you actually go through this in silence. Whenever there is a breakdown in communication or in a relationship, you still show up in order to try and fix things or work things out. But you may be noticing a pattern with certain people where they just shy away from the challenging conversations, or they don't want to face things. They're not as bold, daring, and courageous as you. And this may truly disappoint you at times because the Five of Cups is a card of disappointment. Also, the Five of Cups can indicate that you've been going through some personal setbacks and you've not been talking about this, or you feel that people don't understand or fully see you in those moments. Because from the outside, the King of Wands, people see that you're good, that you're showing up for yourself, that you're confident, that you have it all figured out. I would say Mercury is asking you to express yourself when you're going through struggle, when you feel like you're going through a setback, or when someone disappoints you. I have this major energy coming in right now that some of you feel like you've lost touch with a part of yourself, or you feel that life has changed so radically in the last couple of years that you're trying to reignite your passions or rediscover that part of yourself. And there are feelings of loss or disappointment in and around either a life you once knew or a part of yourself that you feel is changing. Mercury is all about communication, and the Five of Cups indicates that it is crucial to acknowledge these emotions. And it's also equally important to remember that communication can offer a healing journey within relationships in order to understand each other. If you're currently outgrowing friendships, because of course, a lot of those seats are empty at this time, this can indicate that you're coming to terms with a relationship or a friendship that you are losing touch with, or it has run its course in your life. And this can be sorrowful. You may feel sad that this chapter has come to an end in your life, but it reinforces your independence and your sense of personal power. Also, the Five of Cups can indicate that something you used to love doing with your friends or with people who are in your life kind of just doesn't hit in the same way anymore, and you may need to communicate that actually you've outgrown something or something doesn't fit anymore. And you may try to factor in an alternative, or you may actually sit this one out if it doesn't align with you. Doesn't mean you don't want to see these people anymore. It can be that they just do something that you've always done with them, and now you just don't want to do this anymore. So it could be that you're setting yourself apart or going off and doing something else, and they can join you if they want to, but if not, you're okay with doing it by yourself. It just feels like something is changing within you, and you're trying to find your personal power within that, or perhaps even put your focus elsewhere. Now, your Mercury is the way that you think. And the Five of Cups can be that you have recognized that something in your life either isn't working anymore, or you've had a setback in some way and you've been lamenting that. But it reminds you that the universe removes what is no longer for you or that you've outgrown in order to create space for something better. And I feel right now you're waiting for that better thing to come on in. Now, moving on to your Venus, which of course is all about love, it's about romance in your life, it's about connecting to art and, creating an environment of harmony, of balance, but also it's about you attracting good things into your life. This position of this card is asking you, what do you need to nurture or even understand in your relationships at this time? And these don't have to be romantic relationships. The Three of Cups is about living in the moment and having fun. It's about celebrating each other. It's also an energy of community, coming together, aligning with people who really get you. Now, for some of you with that Five of Cups, if your relationships are changing at this time, whether they are your friendships or your family, your soul tribe, the Three of Cups can indicate that you're aligning with opportunities to meet with people who get you, or you may be spending time with group activities or getting more involved in your community and fostering relationships where you just have fun, where you enjoy yourself and you feel that people really see who you truly are. But also, if you can see on that card, there are three figures in a boat, and a boat is all about the journey. So this can indicate different moments during our lifetime. People come and go. They're here for a reason or a season. People often are here to teach us lessons or give us information that we can take with the next part of our journey. But then there's going to be your ride or die, the people who are with you throughout the whole of your life. And right now, you may be distancing yourself from someone who is present in your life for a long time, and you may be coming to terms with that. But also, I feel this is helping you seek out new friendships or reinforcing other friendships where you feel truly seen, understood, and aligned with those people. Three of Cups is all about coming together. It's about reciprocity. It's about celebrating each other. And you're the sort of person, you celebrate the people in your life. If they have a win, it feels like you have a win. But sometimes you may feel that it doesn't work in reciprocity. So you may be witnessing in moments of success who steps away from you and who comes towards you. Those who step away from you often have insecurities around success, and they feel that you are outgrowing them or leaving them behind because you're being successful. When actually you want togetherness, you want to bring everyone together and enjoy each other's company and share your successes. But often a person's success can remind another of their failures or how they are not doing so well. There's a very famous saying, it's lonely at the top and it's there for a reason. It often means that you need intense focus in order to get successfully to where you want to go, but it also highlights that success changes people or the way people see a successful person. Your Venus is how you love. And you love everybody. You care about everybody. You want to share in the moment. You want everyone to be successful. You want everyone to succeed. You want unity. You see friendships and relationships as a gift. Each person brings a different quality to a friendship. There can be that one person who's always adventurous and doing something spontaneous, another person who is deep and thoughtful and likes to reflect in the present moment, and you can spend time with them not saying one thing, but completely understand each other. Then there's a friend who may dip in and out of your life. You rarely see them because they've got stuff going on, but it feels like you only just saw them yesterday. So I feel actually you are very understanding in relationships and acknowledge that you celebrate everyone's wonderful differences. That's what brings people together. Now, Venus can also highlight things that you will love that's about to come into your life. And the Three of Cups indicates celebration, joy, and a sense of inclusion. So if you feel like you've been left out of something, I feel like you will be included. If you feel like you haven't got something or you've had a setback, the universe is about to correct that and send something really positive in that you will celebrate. Now, moving on to your Mars, and of course, you are governed heavily by Mars. So this is going to really connect to you in a very deep way. Mars is all about your action. It's about your desires. It's about your willpower and your quest for meaning. It's also about how you challenge yourself. And we have the Nine of Swords. Oof, this is a very challenging card. So Mars is asking you where you should direct your energy and drive to at this time. And it does connect in some way to the physical representation of this card, the Empress energy, because this is about your inner thoughts. This is about quietening the inner critic or the intrusive thoughts at this time and turning fear or doubt into possibility. This is about being more compassionate with yourself, acknowledging that sometimes we go through some turbulent doubts or fears, and we must not allow them to tear us down, especially when you're about to be truly successful or have major breakthroughs. Some of you may witness that you have doubt just before a win or success. These can be intrusive thoughts that threaten to self-sabotage your path, and you are going to be conquering these thoughts at this time. I feel a lot of you are overcoming any fears or any phobias during this time as well. You may be confronting something really head on in order to feel secure within self. That tree is literally standing up to that tornado. So this King of Wands is actually reinforcing a personal power to say, you know what, I acknowledge that I am fearful about this. For example, if you're someone who has a fear of spiders, it could be that you are confronting a fear or you're trying to conquer something within you. If you're feeling doubt about the next steps on a project or even on a vision for your future, this can be that you are turning fear into possibility. You're feeling the fear and doing it anyway, whatever it is, because Mars takes action and says, fear is not going to get in my way. I'm going to move forward regardless and lead with my personal power. Mars is literally how you deal with your life. And this can indicate that you're the sort of person who would stand up to a bully, or you're someone who confront a challenging conversation in order to clear the air and bring unity and peace to an otherwise challenging situation. Mars can also highlight that you're taking action to perhaps cut something out of your life with that Nine of Swords in order to have a clearer mind or eradicate brain fog or stop draining your energy. I mean, the Nine of Swords indicates you have a lot on your mind, a lot on your to-do list, and you are close to being mentally burnt out, always on the go. I also feel personally that Nine of Swords, it's like you are the storm. You are revamping your life in some way. So you may be trying to transform your life to such a radical degree and you're exhausted. So you need to stay on top of nurturing yourself at this time. You know, Mars can be about challenge or even battles with other people, battles within yourself, and it can indicate that you're choosing your battles wisely, that you're withdrawing from anybody who robs you of your mental well-being or peace. But as I also mentioned, you could be quietening the inner critic and conquering those intrusive thoughts within yourself. Now also, this part of this message may not resonate with all of you, but I cannot ignore the fact that there is a Five of Cups and a Nine of Swords there. So this can indicate some of you have been going through some very challenging emotions because you're grieving a situation or a person. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there and so much love. But if you're grieving a person, I feel it's very important to recognize that just because you cannot see this person, especially if they have transitioned beyond the veil, they no longer walk on this earthly plane, they still walk by your side. You may not see them, but they are going to show up for you and highlight their presence in your life. You're going to find coins in very unusual places, whether it's in your shoe or, in a place that perhaps would be like very unique, like in your bed, for example. You're going to get a message that is very specific to highlight that someone you truly care about is still around, and they are protecting you and directing you accordingly. Whilst you miss their physical presence, they're making you aware that they are still around you, and they're offering you a lot of unconditional love. And they're so proud of you for all that you are achieving right now. Also, I'm being shown a document with a blue symbol on it. Very unusual. This may not resonate with all of you, but perhaps this is going to be relevant for you in the future. So I'll leave that there with a lot of love and respect, because of course not everybody is going through that at this time. But look out for the pennies or the coins and the document with the blue logo or the blue emblem on it, because I feel it's very important and it is something that you will celebrate. Now moving on to your Jupiter, because this is all about your luck. It's an energy of you taking risks, calculated risks, in order to fulfill your needs or connect to things that would bring you joy, but also it's about expansion. Your Jupiter in this card position indicates you're focused on what opportunities for growth or abundance are aligning for you, and it's covered by the Justice card. So this is about balance and harmony, but also Justice indicates that you are going to get some sort of karmic surprise that is super positive, like a win coming in towards you, or an opportunity that has been a long time coming is going to be awarded to you. The Justice card indicates things will be fair. When you get this card, it indicates that karma is going to be kinder, or there is a destined event to come on in for you that helps you tap into better luck. But Jupiter with Justice is helping you find more harmony in your life, lead with integrity, and reinforce your belief system. This is about you owning your truth, and also find a surprise solution for something that perhaps has been challenging you at this time. And as I'm talking about this, suddenly it's starting to rain. So this indicates that perhaps you're clearing the air on something, purifying something, detoxifying something, or finding a way to release something that has been a blockage in your life. With the Justice card in this position, you may feel like your luck is easy come, easy go. You've had to make a lot of adjustments in your life over the last couple of years, and now you're hoping that better luck comes on in, and I feel there is a destined opportunity coming on in that you will celebrate. Jupiter is going to send you something positive that is a surprise, and the Justice card tells me it's fated to happen, or it is connected to good karma. It's like the karma boomerang is coming right back to you because of all that you've been investing in with your beautiful good heart is now going to be delivered right back to you, but in a different form. Because Jupiter is currently direct in the sign of Cancer, it means that you're going to have good luck connected to your home life, but also through emotional growth, fostering better relationships. The Justice card can be a card of diplomacy. So that's you offering a space to have conversations that perhaps are challenging, but you face those conversations head on in order to express yourself, fully be seen and heard, but also understand the other viewpoint. In terms of fate, you're aware that every action has a reaction or a consequence. So I feel like you're the sort of person who's really mindful of how you conduct yourself in life and how it influences your external circumstances. Some of you may be trying to make a major decision in your life right now, and you're standing tall and having the courage of your convictions in order to make that decision. The truth is within yourself, but also when you make that decision, it opens up a portal for you to have better luck. I feel like there is a major ripple effect going on in your life where something that you're about to take action on is going to have a major influence in your life that is positive. But I can definitely see that you have been going through something that has been very challenging, and it's about time that you had better luck. And I also feel like the universe knows that too. Now moving on to your Saturn, which is all about discipline with self. It's also about the sacrifices that you make in order to run your life and show up for yourself. And we have the King of Cups, another king energy. When you have a king in the self energy, this means that you are leading with love, especially if another king is connected there. This can indicate that you are following your passions, you're following your heart, and you're trying to romance your life a little bit more or do more fun things that bring you joy. The Saturn energy is all about rules and regulations, but it can be how you regulate yourself. You are prioritizing your own needs at this time in order to feel fulfilled. Remember, the cup of love and life starts with the self first. So it can be that you're looking at the missing ingredients in your life, because the Five of Cups can be the things that you feel are missing, or even the people that you feel are missing from your life. And the universe is going to show up for you and deliver those things because you are worthy of them. The Saturn card in this position is asking you what lessons or responsibilities are asking for your attention at this time. And that can be diplomacy, leading with love, fostering understanding in relationships, and really caring about people, really caring about your projects, your passions, and really investing your emotions in every single thing that you do. Saturn is currently retrograding at this moment in time in the sign of Pisces, which means you're going to be more sensitive than usual. You're going to be really focusing on your emotions and cathartically letting a lot of challenging things go. These are cards with that Five of Cups and that Nine of Swords, something from your past that may haunt you. Cathartically, it is coming to the end of its course in your life. You may be reviewing these emotions and having a more logical viewpoint on them in order to dissect them and finally close that chapter of your life. It's no accident that as I'm talking about emotions, that the rain is like stronger than ever before. This is a period of catharticism for you. It's a period of healing for you. And it's a period of you nurturing yourself in a different way in order to take care of yourself and prioritize your own needs. Saturn asks how you're going to show up for yourself when your patience is tested or when people are triggering you. And the King of Cups indicates you're trying to have patience with these scenarios in order to lead with love or foster understanding so that you don't get triggered and you protect your inner peace. You're a leader, but you're also an enlightened leader who tries to promote peace or find peace within yourself. Now, Saturn is also how you discipline yourself and focus on your responsibilities. And because the King of Cups has shown up there for you, I would say this is a period to be more compassionate with yourself. Because with that Nine of Swords, you tend to be a little bit extra critical upon yourself or harsh within yourself, especially in terms of what you're taking action on. And if you feel moments of pressure, stress, or strain, because the Nine of Swords can indicate that you are mentally very stressed or overstimulated at this time, sometimes this can trigger extra critical energy within yourself where you tear yourself down or feel like you're not good enough rather than raise yourself up. So that King of Cups indicates foster a gentler approach to yourself, be more compassionate, and understand that you're a human being, not just a human doing, and that you're going through a lot. And you're doing the best that you can with the circumstances that you've got, and you should be really proud of yourself. Now, moving on to your Uranus, which is all about the surprises, the unexpected ones that you can kind of like acknowledge are coming into your life. Although they are going to be surprises, I feel this card is going to highlight what it is that you can kind of expect. And we have the Sun. More positivity, more joy, more growth. You know, the King of Wands is a figure that seeks the sun or taps into the energy of the sun, of positivity. You're trying to be more positive or shine a light in dark spaces at this time, and you're going to complete your mission. The sun energy indicates that there is a wonderful surprise that helps you in terms of personal growth, but also something lucky that's coming on in that you will celebrate as a win or success. Also, I feel a lot of you are going to be surprised with the choices that you make because you're going through a major awakening and you're realizing new things about yourself. So you may suddenly plot twist and change your direction. You may suddenly cut something out because it no longer resonates with you. Uranus is all about change and innovation, and I feel like you want to connect to more joyful experiences, more fun, more positivity in your life. So you're distancing yourself from things that drain your energy. But also Uranus reminds you how unique you are. And I mentioned at the very beginning that the sun does not shy away from the fact that it is here to shine. And that's who you are. You are shining your light unapologetically. Remember that you are unique, and that is your personal superpower. You came to this lifetime to be seen, and seen you will be. Now, of course, success looks differently for everyone, but you are going to tap into your personal vision of what success means for you. So whether it is a personal development project, whether it is money, whether it's relationships, love, whatever it is, you're going to receive a surprise, because Uranus is all about surprise, and it's truly going to make you happy. It's truly going to make you blossom and thrive and feel secure in your personal circumstances. Now, Uranus, because it's in retrograde, from the 6th of September in the sign of Gemini, a lot of you are going to be questioning what you believe in terms of the world, in terms of your personal essence, your awakening, your mind. And with that sun energy, this can be that you are being confident in how you feel and not afraid to say, this is what I believe in, or this is who I am. Because the core essence of you is I am. And the sun is clarified by that King of Wands. It's almost like this card has come full circle for you to highlight that you should be confident in who you are and allow yourself to be seen. Now, moving on to your Neptune, because of course this is all about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and it's also about, connecting to your imagination and looking at what is reflected back to you in life and what you want to see more of in your life. It's clarified by the Knight of Wands. More wands in your energy. This is indicating that you are seeking new adventures, you're being more bold and daring, you want to be more creative. It can indicate that you are reigniting your passions for life and you're not afraid of your visions. They always say that when you come out of your comfort zone and really connect to the vision of the lifestyle that you aspire to be, that's when doubts or fears start to arise. That should actually reinforce the fact that you're on the right path. The Knight of Wands is a doer. You're taking action on your dreams and you're unstoppable in your energy. You're going to make your dreams become your reality because of your sense of purpose and your adventurous spirit. Neptune, of course, is all about your imagination. So this is a period where you should allow your imagination to run wild because thoughts become things and you're not afraid to dream big. You're here to experience, to lead, to influence. Now, moving on to Pluto, which is all about the transformations that you can expect during this time. I feel a lot of you have been going through radical transformations over the last couple of years anyway. I feel the collective have been really going through a lot. But this personally is clarified by the Seven of Wands, which is all about your boundaries. Learning to erect healthier boundaries, knowing that you are capable of going the distance, looking at how far you've come, and really, taking pride in all that you've accomplished so far. With Pluto in this position, it's asking you what area of your life is undergoing the deepest transformation. Because wands have shown up again for you, I would highlight that your energy levels are going through one of the biggest transformations at this time, but also your filtering out what is not necessary in your life, how you should protect your energy, and what you should welcome into your life. But also, I feel one of the biggest transformations you're going through is the inner battle and how you are conquering intrusive thoughts and challenging yourself to be better than you were yesterday. Seven of Wands can also indicate that you are trying to manage stress levels to a higher degree, to take down your cortisol levels and really protect your inner peace, as well as your self-care. I would also say the Seven of Wands is a card that highlights that when you're really successful, you may have moments where people are jealous of you, and this is when you need to just walk away, protect your energy, and let them reconcile those feelings within themselves. It should not impede on your happiness or your sense of pride and acknowledging of how far you've come. Pluto is your transformation, and the Seven of Wands is an energy that indicates that you are stronger than most. You're bold, you're daring, you show up when others don't, and you work really hard to put yourself in a position of success. And that's all I have for you, my beautiful Aries. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. Thank you so much, and love and light.